Okay, so this is the front entrance into our farm. So this is onto our lane. Then take a left and go down to the road. So first thing you come into our yard, first thing you see is we have an orchard in there. That's about, I think, a quarter of an acre, just an orchard, a few trees and all in there, for apples and all. Then first thing we have then is our storage shed. Usually in here there'll be a little trailer for the car. At the moment, father's gone down to get a few nuts, and then in there is just storage shed. Then when we walk up, make our way up the yard. The house is on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we call it the old house. This is like our workshop. So just two workshops today. One's kind of more metal working, one's was kind of more kind of woodworking, carpentry. So in here we have that's where we keep our lime, and this is our kind of more like metal work. It's a bit of a mess, but it's because we're doing a bit of fixing now the other day. So that's where we keep our sticks and all. Then we walk up here. This is the other half of the workshop. So this is where we have a table saw and miter saw and all. This more like we do all the woodworking. It's got chop saw and all. So that's where our dog sleeps, dog kennel. And then beside the house we have a little field up here. So this is, I don't know how many, I think it's 2 acres or something. So this is a field beside the house. So if we have any cows calving, or if we have any cows that are really sick, we let them out there because we can see them from the house. So I don't have to go outside and go the window. It's handy enough to have a field like that. So, and then beside the workshop, this is called the nut shed. So we haven't got a big silo for nuts. We have old-fashioned shed where the man will come in, blow them in here. We use buckets, so we'll scoop them all into buckets, and we hand feed the cows while they're milking. And also we have the bags for calf nuts and beef nuts and all. It isn't as handy, but hopefully one day we'll have a grain bin beside the milking paddock, so you could pass in your nuts. I think it means less nuts will be wasted and a lot handier for us. So then, the first thing you do when you walk up here is you'll see the milking parlour here. So this is the dairy here. So first of all I'm going to turn off the music so you can hear me better. What are you waiting for? So we have a radio in our milking parlour. So this is only a fairly recent, the last 3 years we've put that in, because we found before we had the radio in, if anybody other than me, father, sister, came in to milking parlour with the cow milking, to go mad because they weren't used to hearing other people. So we found that when you put the radio in, so since we put the radio in, we've seen a definite improve in their temperament in milking. So if someone else comes in, say milk recorder or something, they'll be easier, they're used to hearing other voices than just not only a few. I think it's, so comment below if you milk cows, do you have a radio in the milking parlour or do you not? So the first thing you see is this is the bulk tank. Not 100% sure how much this holds. I'll put it in the video once I find out. So this is where we hold our milk, where we freeze it below 3.5 degrees, and then that's where all the washing out and all. So we have a 3-unit parlour. So 3-unit parlour, no, my small thing, a bit small towards these big lads with their 20, 30 unit parlours. But we only milk 30 cows at the moment. Max goes up to 40. We would never go over 50 anyway. So 12 goes is max. So about 1.5 hours milking, not too bad. So these are the trucks. So we have to hand feed them. We'll bucket them in, give them 2 scoops each milking all year round. We'll increase it if the grass isn't growing too well, if it's a drought or something. So we have a mixture. So this is a mixture of the laval clusters and all. So we have one with the glass jar, and then with 2 with these. So they all had glass jars, but these 2, we had a few heifers that with temperament, and they kicked them off and broke them. So we haven't got glass jars back yet. So we have these in. These are pretty old-fashioned. Clips out there, turn them off. Does a job. Like there's no mod commons. There's no like all my cluster removers and all. You have to do it all ourselves. But does a job. So then in beside the milking parlour. So when it's cows and milk, they'll come out through this gate, store here, and this is the holding area during the winter. As cows are out, they're not here at the moment. this is where the cows will be held until the milking's finished, where they go back out of the yard. But since the cows are out during the day, they just go straight out onto the field. And then we have a little pen here where this gate shuts over, where we keep any calves that are going to be on milk, or if they're going to, mostly if they're going to be sucked, like our young bulls which we set on, we keep them on the cows till we set them off. So they'll stay here, so when cows come in they can suck. At the moment we've no young bulls, so we just have 4 heifers here. 2 here that they're only 2 weeks old, and these guys here, I think they're 5 weeks old, they're a bit bigger. So we like to leave them here because once the cows are gone out, we can open up and they have all the space to play around. Because we have other calf sheds, but they're small enough areas so they won't get see much playing around. But here they're happier, I think, anyway. So the reason why it's better at the moment is because the cows are still coming in at the evening. Because we'll try to let it dry out a bit. Also, we have a heap of silage left, so still feeding silage. So this is what we call the loose shed. So there's also 4 cubicles in it. So this is where all the cows will stay. If they don't like to stay in cubicles, we also have a cubicle shed beside. So we're going to the yard now. So now we're in the cow yard. So we have 3 ring feeders here, which we feed the silage in. We haven't got feed patches because we just feed silage. We don't mix up feed with other feed, so we put them straight in the ring feeder. Works just as well. In summertime we'll lift these out, so there's more space for the cows when they're waiting to get milked. It's handy to scrape them out. But at the moment we're still feeding them, so they're still here. Then we have our cubicle shed. So I think there's 12 cubicles either side, so 24 cubicles altogether in this shed. Plus 4 over there, which is 26, which is 28, and then we've got a loose shed, so we can hold about 40, 50 cows. And then if it all comes out, we can open up this door, and there's another shed. At the moment there's 3 young bulls. If you can hear cows giving out, that's them at the moment, 3 young bulls there, because you know it's coming to get fed. So beside the cow yard, we have our silage pit. This is the silage pit. I'll show you that later on. To say that it's 25th of March, we still have a good bit of silage left. Salisbury have too much silage and have too little, I always think. So we're still feeding them away because we can afford to do that. And you never know, it could come wet. You never know, it could come wet into April, you never know. So it's handy to have it. You can always sell on. Better to have too much than too little. So at the moment, inside our milking parlor, we have our tractor. We have a Sammy Explorer 90 horsepower. It's made in 1988, so it's 32 years old. We've had it for about 15 years of that. So before this tractor, we had a Sammy Leopard. So we like to stick with the Sammy because we have a mechanic and he's handy enough at him, so he'll fix them. So before Sammy's, he had enough fields. So stick with Sammy's. I don't think I'll ever see this tractor go. I think it's a really good tractor. Like this was all our jobs. We've only got one tractor, so this was all the scraping, feeding, the dung spreading fertilizer or anything like that. It also carts bales in summer, so this is a really good tractor to have, I think. So like, even if we were to upgrade tractor in the future, I think I still like to keep this one as a secondary one. Like maybe I might upgrade to like newer Sammy Explorer. Hopefully I might get one of 2005's range, and then hop in the tractor now. Okay, so there's a Tanko loader on it. We bought it with that. And we have no joystick in the tractor, so it's just 3 levers. So this one does the tipping of the bucket. This one plays up and down. It's up and down. And then this one does the if you have a shear grab, or if you twine grab or something, just to grab that, or a bale grab. Then so we'll get there now. On the back of the tractor we have a scraper. So if you're just wondering why there's a plank of wood behind that, I broke a bit off there scraping, hit a pothole, hit a hole in the yard, which needs to be filled. That all broke off, so just had that there for the moment to stop the shite from coming up over it. We'll get a bit of iron someday and we'll fix that up. Then beside the cow yard, we have our big dung heap. So this is where the dung is kept. We'll this is handy enough so we can come down here, straight back up with this. So we don't really spread that much slurry. We spread all kind of dung. So because we don't have slats or anything, we use straw. So all of our kind of sloppy more dung we leave up the side, so that can be spread a bit quicker. And then all our more straw dung we'll put over here, so we separate it. So all the straw dung gets carted up to the field on our dually trailer. Show you all later. So this is because this has been up the field. Leave that for a year. That'll decompose. Better for the land then once that's decomposed. Also up there, sometimes the neighbour takes some of our dung to get it off our hands. So the neighbour will come and take it there because it's closer to his land. So it's handy enough there. The dung here we'll just load it here and we'll spread it straight out in the field. And down here we have our Tango loader. I think it's 1,100 gallons. So very handy loader tank. So we don't spread that much slurry. So we just most time when we're spreading it's just rainwater collecting up. So we just spread out anywhere. So we spread more dung. So most of this is just runoff from dung, silage effluent, and then any rain that comes down from the yard. Any the water that comes out of the pit comes into the tank here. So we'll spread this a few times a year, empty that out. So then also over here we have our fertilizer spreader, dog-tailed fertilizer spreader, what I call it anyway. Just a bit dirty because we haven't used it yet this year. Before we use it, we'll give it a quick power wash. I call it dog-tailed, I don't know what it's probably called. It's going to spread out this. So it holds about half a ton. If we had the walls up on it, probably hold a little more, but it does the job. Have to manually open and shut the lever. So we spread all our own packs ourselves, but when it comes to the silage ground, we get a contractor in. He'll spread it with a big yoke. He'll be in there 20 minutes, take us all day, and he'll spread it way more even because he'll know exactly what he's doing per acre. Well, that's accurate enough. It's not as accurate as it is. So the shed beside the main shed, that's where the cubicle shed is, behind that wall. We have a shed, we call this the boxes shed. So in here is where we keep our young stock. So like young heifers, young bulls. At the moment we have 3 young bulls here in this half of the shed. And then over here we have two Frisian heifers, 1 Frisian bull and then 1 Angus heifer. The reason why we have a few Anguses around the farm is we all our heifers we put in calf Angus just because easier calving and the calves more valuable, like, so as British Frisian calves and Holstein aren't worth that much towards Anguses. So we have a few heifers, most heifers will keep Anguses. We'll sell them on later on when they have calf. So we have 1 here, we have 1 in the other shed, and then we have a few with the cows. So we had this feeding thing here. We bring a load of silage in twice a day, dump it here, just bring it off to them. And just like, this is our pet bull. Them 2 over there wouldn't be as friendly. We keep our bulls separate because we don't want them to put any of the heifers in calf by accident, because don't want inbreeding happen on the farm, and anyone will probably be too young. We'll keep these to about a year old, about a year to 15 months, and we'll sell them on before that. So as I said, the reason why the lads are all giving out is because they know it's time to come around then feeding time, so we give them the nuts before we go off for the cows. So from the back of that's the back of the boxing shed, we have our bale shed. This is where we'll keep. This is where we keep our straw to keep it dry, and then once the straw has gone over, we use it as a machinery shed. So before we go into that, over here we have a Tanko bucket got off a neighbour, so it's our bucket holder. Most of me use this for ever fill potholes in the lane. Then we have a bale fork, cement mixer. That trailer is ours, cousin's. Got a sand heap here. Just had a neighbour want to get rid of a bit of sand, so we just dumped it there. Handy to have. And then we've got a bale shed. So the minute in the bale shed we have, this is our dually tipping trailer. We use this to bring up any dung. Straw dung, as I said before. All the straw dung is put into this, carted up into the 14 acres where we cut our silage. It's on the boundary of our neighbour's field, so if he wants to spread dung, he can just tip it over the hedge either. And beside that we have our Ruskin rotary spreader. I'm not 100% sure how much this holds, but find out, I'll put it in the video. So this is our Ruskin rotary spreader. So we haven't got massive wheels in ours because we're up on a hill, so our land is always dry, so it's not only that big wheels to carry us across wet land. That's why we have small enough wheels on it. And then this is what we'll spread most around them. But if we get too much dung, we'll get lads in and they'll spread it for us. They'll spread it half the time as this. They'll have their big, they'll spread it out the back of the dung spreaders. And then at the moment we have a few bales left, so we get our bales from lad about say 5 kilometres away. So they cart to us and we'll load them up, we'll load them here. So it's handy enough for us because we haven't got a bale trailer, so we don't be carting bales because we have to get loaded in a bale trailer. So at the moment we have a good few bales left, but this will usually be full. I have another few in another shed. If you're wondering what this is here beside the dung spreader, this is a homemade. I made this there about 2 years ago. Homemade calf crush. So this is where we burn our calf's horns instead of cutting them off when they get older. I think it's better than calves. Better because if you've ever cut horns off when they get big, it's not too present on the heifers or young bulls. So this is where we burn them here. It's homemade oak. It's made of pallet wood and all. Wouldn't be the strongest, but if you do them with calves, not too strong now. Don't want to let them get too forward either. So just a job, handy enough. Someday might upgrade it, make it out of steel. Over here we have, this is our quad, as I call it. This is Livestock Micra, 2002. It's petrol yoke. It's right up to go. Like you may see in the back of a few stakes. We'll just pile the back out with stakes, wire. And we're doing a bit of fencing. This is what we use to get the cows in. This only costs us €200 we're getting it. Some steel, like, cause I think it's better than the quad. You're dry, warm, safer. Of course the quad costs a couple thousand. This does just good the same job. The only thing is petrol, like, so it's not as cheap to run. Still, gallon of petrol, this goes for a good while. This is what we use when we get the cows in, do anything, the fields, doing a tractor. Then beside that we have a Pierce plough. This plough hasn't been used in good 30 years. So this plough was left in the ditch for about 25 years behind the dung heap. We pulled it out there about 2 months ago. That's why it's not in very good condition. That's why all the blades are very rusty now. I just gave a quick power wash down there recently enough. So we pulled this out, as I said, about a few months ago, and we have all the discs for and everything for it just in the shed. It's just everything's seized up, like nothing's turning properly or anything. So we're debating whether we should do it up or set it on. I'd like to do it up, handy to have it, just for even you could set it on afterwards. And over here we have our major topper. So this topper wasn't even being used for, say, a good few years. And then last summer we got a new major gearbox on top of it. So now we're using it. So as you may see, just a few holes in it. Just patch them up with any kind of iron we can find. Does the job, like, so it's handy. It's better than a no topper. So the only thing about it is gearbox is brand new, so it should run for another few years. And then over here we have our Ivor Williams cattle trailer. So we keep our heifers in like a field release over the road. So this mainly what we use is bring these heifers across the road. So then we get them away from our land, keep our land here for all the milking cows. That's the main use. What we have this handy to have. This is, I don't know how old this is. This is fairly old too now. Then over here we have kind of like our, I call it, kind of like a dumping area, like just leaves up here that hasn't been used in a while. So over here we have a harrow, a transport box, and bits of a push-off rake. So there's a bit of a push-off rake. My father used to push-off rake when he had no field. That was many moons ago. But here's a harrow. So the only thing we reuse this is for is if there's a gap, the cows have gone and it was wet and it needs to be levelled off and we'll sow maybe some hay seed there. Sometimes I ever really use that. reason why we have the harrow and we have the plough is, I don't know, well before I was here, they used to sow their own corn, they used to make their own barley, have their own bales now, don't do anymore, so they just let it sit there. And then in behind there, you can, if you can see, there's a Fleming transport box. I don't know, we have that hasn't been used in many years either. As you can see, it's kind of rusty. The field beside us, you may see 2 cows sitting off there. Them 2 cows are a bit lame, so any cows that are lame or going up calving, we keep them close to the yard, we keep an eye on them. Also, we keep lame cows here because they don't have too much to walking because the rest of the cows are above it up. So here they can keep their feet well and save themselves. Okay, the last few sheds we have, as you come in, first one you see, these are a few calf sheds we have. So here we have 3 young heifers here. Don't know, I think they're 3 months old. So either way inside here. So once we wean them off milk, they go into one of these sheds over here, this shed here. And here we keep a bed here so we can bed these fairly handy. And over here, this is a calf shed. At the moment it's empty, so we're starting to clean now. So this is where we can fit 2 calves in. Young calves will keep maybe 2 young heifers there, because we'll feed them on buckets. And then beside that, we have, at the moment here, these are 3 replacement heifers. There's 2 replacement heifers, and then there's an Angus heifer here. And beside us here we have another little storage shed. This is the trailer we use to bring the calves to the mart, sell our old calves. And then so in here we have 2 British Friesian heifers and 1 Angus heifer. So this is another Angus out of the heifers that were served with an Angus AI bull. So we don't know if a keeper, but we might wait for she calves. Once she calves, then we might let her cow and calf full. But we have these 2 will be gone. Hopefully, if they go and calve, replacing heifers. These are 2 good cows, so hopefully they'll go and calf. Especially this one here. It's one of my favourites. And then they get fed. So they're all very hungry looking because they have the feeding time, and then also feeding time. So that's it for today's video. We'll back up now. I'll go feed these, give these their nuts. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Creagh Farm. If you have any other video ideas, drop them in the comments, and I'll be playing all the comments. And that's it for today's video. Good luck.